Today we are here with Dr. Richard Wright, chairperson of the Georgia State University Criminal Justice Department, which is part of the Andrew Young School of Policy Studies. Dr. Wright also serves as the faculty advisor of the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, ACFE College chapter here at Georgia State. Dr. Wright, thank you very much for taking the time out to speak to me today.
It's my pleasure.
And if you could just tell us briefly, how long have you been in your role here as chairperson of the Criminal Justice Department at Georgia State?
I've just finished my third year as chairperson here. I was a chairperson at another university before coming here, but this is my third year.
Great. If you can also tell us how many years have you been involved in teaching in academia in the field of criminal justice?
You can look at it two ways. I've just finished my 37th year, or I'm just going into my 38th. In any case, it's a long time.
Okay. And you actually started your career in England, is that correct?
I did. My first academic job was at the University of Cambridge.
Wow, very impressive. Can you tell us briefly, as a criminal justice academic, professor, and chairperson here, what appeals to you about the ACFE as a professional organization?
Well, I think that the organization, first of all, I think most importantly, it provides incredible opportunities for students. Because, preparing for a career in criminal justice is about much more than just learning about urban policing. It's about learning how to solve crimes kind of on the books. So much crime is solved through various practices associated with accounting and with other forms of fraud examination. And I think the organization provides that great opportunity for students, and it broadens them out. It gives them an exposure to crime. Crime is changing anyway. It's becoming it's migrating more towards cybercrime. We're becoming much more interested in white-collar crime, partially because street crime is beginning to decline and disappearing. But crime's not going away, it's shifting more. And the association responds to that shift in a way that I think is very positive.
Okay. So if I understand you correctly, you see definitely opportunities for criminal justice students in the anti-fraud industry.
Oh, absolutely. I think I think they're doing themselves a tremendous disservice if they don't look at that as an option for themselves. There are tremendous opportunities there. There's great room for growth. There are also really good salaries compared to a lot of those salaries they might expect through policing.
Mm-hmm. I asked that question because I think there's a misperception out there that an association such as the ACFE is strictly meant for students that are going into or studying accounting or finance or business management.
Well, I think those are all important forms of preparation for fraud examination. So I think I don't want to denigrate those at all.
No.
But certainly not. But I think there are many opportunities here for criminal justice majors, and I think they really are remiss if they don't take advantage of them. To me, the ideal preparation is to get a criminal justice degree, but to add on things like accounting, foreign language, computer science. Add those to your mix of bag of tricks, whatever you want to say. And I think that leads to a really well-prepared student going to the job market. Things really are changing. I look at what's happening in street crime. It's declined dramatically since the 1990s. I think it's going to continue to decline, but crime's not going away. Like I say, it's going to migrate more toward online, a lot of financial mismanagement, a lot of financial type of crime. I think that's where we're going to see tax fraud. That's where we're going to see the growth in the industry, I think.
Okay. Now, speaking of the ACFE, the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, we have some state chapters, or actually I should say college chapters throughout Georgia, where students are participating in their own respective chapters. Do you feel that establishing an ACFE college chapter on any college campus would afford students future career opportunities and also leadership opportunities?
Well, I hope I've already answered that and would say certainly yes, I believe that to be so. Let me give you a quick story. Before I came to Georgia, I was at the University of Missouri. While I was there as a chairperson, I was visited by an FBI agent who spent a lot of time emphasizing how interested they were in talking to our majors, but he also mentioned that it would be really helpful if they had taken accounting, if they'd studied accounting. He talked about computer science, talked about foreign languages. So I think, you don't want to silo yourself. When you're studying criminal justice, you don't want to study it narrowly. You want to take advantage of the other opportunities that universities offer. And so I think it allows you to be much more well-rounded. The organization is a wonderful opportunity to see crime and criminal justice in its broader perspective. I also think that universities that don't set up chapters really are hobbling their students. I really believe that. I think it's important. That's why I have dedicated my own time to being a faculty advisor here at Georgia State, because I think it's really important for our students.
Okay. Finally, if I can ask you, what recommendations, Dr. Wright, would you provide to any future faculty advisors on other college campuses who are contemplating serving possibly as a chapter advisor to an aspiring ACFE college chapter?
Well, I think what I mostly say is that, take the opportunity, and here's why I think you want to take the opportunity. The students who sign up for the ACFE are really good and dedicated students. That's what I've found. They are not the average student. They are really quite good, quite dedicated, very interesting people, and they've broadened my perspective too. Now, many of them have been in things like business, accounting, things like that. They've brought a perspective to me that I appreciate, and a professional orientation that's a little bit different. And I like that. I think that's good. So universities are about exposing people to ideas, and this gives you the opportunity. I mean, I found it exciting. I do not find it a task. Now, I have to say that the officers of the organization that I am faculty advisor to here at Georgia State, they're really excellent. And they actually do a lot of the work, just being honest about it. They do a lot of the work. But to me, it's just a pleasure. They're wonderful, and they're bright, and they're stimulating.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time
Sure.
today, sir.